Here we come with a story of a little bird, Goraiya, and her faith and her patience that she kept on Krishna. I'm taking you all to the battlefield of Kurukshetra. In your mental eyes, you see that you're watching the war at Kurukshetra, and it was getting prepared for the transport of massive forces. Elephants were being used to uproot trees so that the land can be flattened. Just at that time, one of the elephant went and uprooted one big tree. And upon that tree, a little bird, Goraiya, Sparrow, was living, and she had 3 babies. And she was living with her babies, and she had made a nest. And that tree was uprooted. 4 babies, 3 or 4, whatever. And the tree got uprooted, the nest fell down, and miraculously her children were safe. But they were so small that they were not able to fly. The wings had not developed. Terrified and helpless, Goraiya began to look around for help, and she just pleaded how to help her kids survive. Right at that time, Krishna was coming along with Arjun. They both were coming to inspect the battlegrounds and create a pre-war strategy. Goraiya, without losing any time, reached quickly at Krishna's chariot. She kept fluttering her little wings and started pleading. She immediately had tears and she pleaded, "Hey Krishna, please protect my children. They will be crushed when the war begins. Please have mercy on me and my innocent babies." Krishna answered. He said, "Hey, little bird, I understand your suffering, but I cannot interfere with the laws of nature. That's not in my hand. प्रकृति, नियति जैसी है वो वैसे ही होगी. मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता." Goraiya looked at Krishna and she didn't lose hope. She again pleaded. She again went closer and said, "Madhav, I know that you are my savior. I dedicate the fate of my children at your feet. Now it's up to you to save them or not." Krishna quietly looked at the bird, and her patience, perseverance, faith, love. Krishna was quiet. Krishna replied, "Little sparrow, no one can control the wheel of time." But Goraiya still had full confidence. She looked at Krishna and said, "Krishna, oh Lord, I don't know how. I don't know what you do. I don't know how you do. But I know one thing, that you are the rule of time. You are the time. I dedicate myself and my children completely to you." Now, Krishna, with his compassionate eyes, looked at Goraiya, the bird, the sparrow, and he whispered, he said, "Collect 3 weeks' meal in your nest." And this conversation was just between the bird and Krishna. Arjuna stood unaware of this dialogue. So he just tried to remove Goraiya, the sparrow, from there. But she stood with her wings for a few moments and then returned to her broken nest, which was lying on the floor. 2 days later, the Shankhanad, the war sound, came up and the war started. Krishna said to Arjun, Arjun, give me your bow and arrow. Arjun was amazed because Krishna had vowed not to pick up the weapon. Yet, he faithfully handed over the bow. Krishna fired an arrow towards an elephant. The arrow kept straight going near the elephant, but it did not hit the elephant anywhere. It did not injure, even a little scratch did not take place on the elephant, but it hit the bell tied around its neck, and that bell flew from the neck of the elephant. Arjun smiled at this and said, "Shall I try, Krishna?" Krishna returned the bow and said, "No, Arjuna. There are a lot of other necessary and important work to be done. Come, let's go." Arjun was a bit puzzled as what he was trying to do by taking this bow and arrow and by not hitting the elephant, just that the bell fell down. He asked, "Keshav, why did you hit an arrow at the elephant? He is alive. Only his bell is broken." Krishna did not answer, and he walked past. Pandavas won the war. Arjuna won the war after 18 days of fierce battle, after a lot of bloodshed. And after 18 days, Krishna took Arjuna to a remote corner of the battlefield. Same Kurukshetra, where many dead bodies were still waiting for the funeral. Many soldiers lay dead. The soil was red after soaking all the blood. Krishna stopped at one place and said, "Arjun, please raise this bell and put it to another. Just pick up this bell and put it in another place." Arjun raised the bell, and that was the same bell that was around the neck of the elephant. Arjun was a bit confused because that seemed of no consequence to him now. As he picked up the bell, as the bell rose, 4 little tiny birds and the mother, Goraiya, the sparrow, came out, all alive, and the birds had grown full with wings that they were able to fly. They happily started hovering around Krishna. They were sitting on his shoulders, playing with him. For 18 days, the broken bell remained the safe shelter for that family. Arjun looked at this with amazing eyes. He folded hands and he said, "Hey Keshav, forgive me, O Madhav. Seeing you merely as a human, that's my biggest mistake. And I keep repeating that. And just because I see you as human, I forget who you really are. I forget who are you from inside. Oh Madhav, please forgive me. Why is that I don't recognize you as you and I see you as human?" Krishna kept smiling and they walked past. The bird was grateful and those little babies flew past Krishna. And what do we learn from this? Let's treat this anytime, this time, tomorrow's time, any time that falls on us, as if that is our home, the way the bell became the home for the bird. So that bell is the time. So whatever time we go through, that time is our home, and that is the bell. That time is for our protection in some unknown and unseen ways. And the bird and its babies were able to survive this 18 days of cruel war because the mother bird, the mother sparrow, had complete patience, complete faith, irrevocable faith. And that patience and that faith made them cross over all dangers. Until the Lord Himself came to take these birds out and allowed them to fly past. This is what we need to learn. Whenever there is a time which is not pleasant for us, something happens. That time is our home, and Krishna definitely covers us with something to keep us safe and protected. Just need to have patience, just need to have faith, and whatever happens, that is the call of the nature, and in that call, God lives. Blessings.